Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. We're going to be driving through the train station area of Nanning today. But not only that, but we're going to be talking about the reduction of the working people population in China. I watched a show with Elon Musk and Jack Ma here the other day, and they were discussing the problems that China is seeing in the near future by 2030. Oh no, you know, it's not very far down the road, where you've got an aging population. The one-child policy has made it so the working people in China, or the number of working people in China, is diminishing. It's getting smaller and smaller, and the old people are getting larger and larger. Well, see, with a country like China that's basically a manufacturing, exporting country at this point, they are trying to change their world. Ouch! Their world into a consumer-based type of economy. But at this point right now, they're still looking at an export manufacturing type of economy. What does this do to the economy of China with less people working, more people getting old, getting on social benefits or old age pension or whatever, and yeah, it's going to be a problem for the Chinese government here over the next 10 or 15 years. It's one of those things that the one-child policy sort of screwed everything up. Knee-jerk reaction. What does the Chinese government do? Well, they bring in a two-child policy. Well, a little bit too little, a little bit too late, I think. And a lot of the Chinese don't want to have that second child. Life is less expensive if you don't have the second kid, eh? That's right. They don't have to pay for extra university when kids get married. If it's a boy, you gotta have a house, or the girl don't want to marry the boy. All of these different things that you've got to look at in the Chinese world that is different than the Western world. Sure, I don't want to get run over here. There's people everywhere. Yes, I'm turning here, guys. I don't have a signal light. Oh, I got my, see, ouch, I got my horn changed or fixed. I had a flat tire, and the guy that fixed my bike or my flat tire, he says 120 RMB. So I got my negotiator wife in to negotiate a settlement, and 120 RMB is like $20-some for a tire and an installation. That's not bad. You know, you never get it done for that in Canada. But Wei Fong doesn't look at it that way. She's okay, well, the horn doesn't work. I want that fixed too. Okay, so he'll fix that. My headlight's not working. Can you fix that? Yeah, okay, I'll fix that too. All for the same price? Yeah, you know. Oh, and then she brings her bike there and says, my signal lights, my headlight's out. My signal light bulb is broken. So she got all of these things done for the 120 RMB. So, you know, that's China for you. You know, it's just the way it goes. But anyway, back to the story. Okay, so what's the Chinese government going to do about the lowering of the working population of China? Well, you know, if you think about it, this could become a great problem, because there just isn't the number of people coming up that they had in the past to do all the manufacturing jobs. It's a good thing that China is really good at artificial intelligence, manufacturing equipment that can do the manufacturing itself. Exactly. You know, so what they'll do is they'll just automate their factories, and it makes a lot of sense in a place like China, where you got the workers are getting more expensive to hire. They want higher wages. They want, you know, there's a lot of things that are coming out of the woodworks here, because China's a growing economy. Okay, so rather than send all of these jobs over to Vietnam or the Philippines or wherever, along with the population aging, brings lots of extra problems. The extra health care the extra taxes that have to be paid by those working people, because see, the healthcare doesn't just get paid on its own. The old age pensions don't just get paid on their own. The money has to come from somewhere, and if the population of working people is getting smaller and smaller, it has to come out of corporate taxes, income taxes, things like that. Don't want to get run over here. Safety first, not wearing a helmet. Kids on the road. This is China. You know, so as the population gets older, you've got to look at things like old folks' homes, and how much does it cost to keep mom and dad into an old folks' home? Yeah, those things are all having to be taken into consideration. This is a train station area of Nanning. This is where all of the people that work for the train company here in Nanning live. It's company housing in here. If you work for the train station, you get company housing. You get to buy it at a reduced price. And now what they're doing, because this is you know, a low population sort of area, what they're doing here is they're starting to tear down all of these older buildings and putting up brand new high-rises. You got it. Look at this shit. Okay, so and when they do that, they get a brand new place because the government says so. Isn't that nice? And you know, in here they've got lots of little businesses. That some of the best food in all of Nanning are in some of these little shops. This is where we go buy our pig's feet, just up here. And it's not just pig's feet, it's like boiled pig's feet, num num num, with the bone extracted. And when the bone's extracted, then they cut it up they slice it up and put in hot peppers and pickled onions and all these little pickled things and stuff. Frick, is it ever good, man. But it's expensive. They charge you like 50, 60 RMB for a pig's foot with all of the trimmings. And we don't care. We just come back for more and more and more because we're pig feet eaters. That's exactly what we are. It's one of those things. Anyway, back to the population problem in China. What is the final outcome of the population problem? Well, you get the two kids, as I've said before, having to take care of 4 parents, because you got the one-child policy on the boys' side and one-child policy on the girls' side, and they both have 2 parents unless one of them's passed away. And these older people are getting older, and by George, man, they don't have old folks' homes and care facilities like they have in the Western world. So what do you do with these people? Okay, like Joe and Sally have a child, or now 2 children, because they've got a 2-child policy, and they got 4 adults. How do you juggle all of this as one-child policy children type thing, eh? Like, look at this old guy. He's walking his own wheelchair. Yeah, and you see this around China all the time. It's okay when the grandparents, let's call them, are not old and feeble, because then they can help out by taking care of the children, by cooking the meals, going grocery shopping at the wet markets, things like that. But once they get a little bit older, they can't babysit. Yeah, you know, some people say, well, by that time the children are old enough to help out with the older grandparents. Yeah, and that happens a lot in China too. But still, if you look at the financial burden on these one-child policy children, holy smokes, man! I know as a foreigner dealing with Wei Feng's dad that it's a bundle of work dealing with an older guy, especially when he's sort of losing his faculties and stuff like that, which is It's sad to see, but it's inevitable. Sooner or later, we all cash in our chips. Some of us do it by not knowing where the hell we are and crapping our pants, and the other ones just drop dead sooner or later. But a lot of them linger on and on and on. And you see, Lao Xiantong, Wei Feng's dad's mother, yes, she's still alive. He's 82 years old, guys, and she's still alive. So I doubt if we're ever going to, he's probably going to outlive all of us. And yes, everybody that knows Gweilo 60 is going to say, I'm not looking at that. Oh yes, my God. Hello. And she looks at me like I don't speak English. Anyway, but that's just the way it goes. So we may be saddled with Lao Xiantong for another 10 years. We have no idea. But we're retired. We don't have to go to work. We don't have children to take care of, and all of these other things that the one-child policy children have. Plus, they've got to go to work. They've got to pay their taxes. They've got to buy a house. They've got children that have to go to school. They have to save for those children to go to school, to go to university, things like that. So all of these things are things that the population growing older is becoming a problem for all of these people in China. And I see it firsthand because I've got friends and family that are going through the same thing right now with older parents that really don't know where they are or what they're doing, and children in grade school. How do you get through this? It's not just what the government is going through, it's what each individual family is going through with the aging population here in China. This area of Nanning is sort of a neat place because you've got restaurants and you've got shops, you've got apartment complexes, you've got children playing in the streets like they used to back in the 70s and 60s. I remember when I was a kid in the 60s playing on Central Avenue, downtown Prince Albert. Yes. Now, even as an adult, you don't go play on the street in downtown Prince Albert. It's just too freaking dangerous. But in a place like this, you've got children playing on the streets, you've got girls walking, not a worry in the world. You've got older people, as we saw the guy with pushing his wheelchair, going through their daily activities and just living their lives, and in a safe environment. And it doesn't maybe look very clean by the video, but yes, it is. This is a really, really nice area of Nanning City. I like it here. And right up in front of us is the number 8 hospital complex. And this sucker was just built, it was built after 2011 because Wei Feng's mother passed away in this hospital, but it was the older version of this hospital, and it was not a very nice place. I sort of felt sorry for her having to spend her last days in a hospital here, and and that was sort of I'm not going to say a good thing, but a different thing to watch, because during her final week or two, she was never alone one second of the day. There was always somebody there with her, which is sort of nice. We don't have that care from family and friends, mostly family, in the Western world. Even at night, all night long, there was somebody sitting there, a Lugo or Latza or Wei Feng or Lao Peng, or family, cousins, whatever. There was Wu Fa, his wife. All of these people would take turns sitting with her. Yeah, cool. Anyway, this is just another little area of the train station area of Nanning. It's sort of neat. Anyway, the population decline of the working people in China is a problem, and it's going to be a problem, but I think that the Chinese government will figure it out sooner or later, and they'll automate the factories. They'll figure ways to pay for the old age pension. They'll open up probably more government-run old folks' homes, care homes, you know, different levels, and they'll just make it work, because the Chinese people always just seem to make things work. Why, you know, they don't say, oh, poor us, we're not, this isn't going to work for us. They just make it work. Anyway, that's another riding around Nanning City video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button, and thanks for watching. Oh, and don't forget to hit the bell. You know the bell. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.